Because if you do and you clean it, I guarantee it, maybe not guarantee it. Hey, what's up guys? Quentin here with Lawn Care Ninja. Today I'm going to be talking about if your mower feels underpowered, like if you're going through some kind of like tall grass and stuff like that. If it just seems to be, you know, kind of like clumping up a lot more than what it should be, honestly. Or if you're just, you know, going through grass and it, you know, starts, you know, to bring the engine down in RPM and, you know, possibly kill the engine. So I had this issue earlier this morning when I was mowing a lawn. It was pretty thick. It was wet. Having a wet lawn can put more stress on the engine, you know, because on top of the grass that you're cutting, you know, you're trying to, you know, move all that water. And if you've ever, you know, picked up like a 5-gallon bucket of liquid water, you know, that thing can, you know, be pretty heavy. But I think the biggest issue was that it was just really long, and the grass is in this particular yard is pretty thick also. But I didn't have this tool on me, and I wish I would have, because I was running into a little bit more issues with my mower today. Just because I haven't actually done this in a while, mostly because it's been pretty dry here in Colorado. And, you know, when the grass is dry, you know, you're not going to run into this issue as much. But, you know, once you start, especially in the springtime, and once you start getting into these cooler months, you know, temperatures drop, you get dew on the lawn, you know, they might even run their sprinklers. And if the lawn is wet, this is where you start noticing more and more of it. So before I get into showing you guys, I just want to remind you, if you haven't subscribed already, to go ahead and subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so you get notified when I do upload new videos. And also, if you enjoyed this video, how about hitting that like button for me? I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's go. This is what I am talking about. All this gunk and grass clippings and dirt and probably dog crap that gets stuck underneath your mower. Down here, not too bad. But all this stuff up here, especially along here and right here, restricts the airflow of the mower. So as these blades are spinning, if you have a bunch of gunk and grass and all that stuff up in here, you have less circulation that the mower blades are providing. So the grass isn't able to fully circulate and either shoot out the side discharge or out the back into the bag. If that's happening to you and you notice that you are, it seems like, you know, when you're going through a little bit thicker grass and it seems to be bogging down a little bit, check under your deck to see if you have any of this. Because if you do and you clean it, I guarantee it, maybe not guarantee it, I bet that will make your mower be able to handle that grass a lot better than if you had all this stuff in here. So the tool that I'm going to be using is this thing. I think it's called a Wonder Bar. That's what I've always called it. Got it at Home Depot. I can't remember how much it was, but I don't think it's, you know, too expensive. But I like this just because I'm able to grip this back end and, you know, use this flat part to scrape the bottom of the deck. All right, guys, so as you can see, there's a pile right there. Pretty good job. You know, obviously, you know, you could take this to a car wash or something, or, you know, just use a hose to get the rest of this stuff out. But for right now, this will be okay for me. When you are doing this, make sure that you also check the chute in the back to make sure that, you know, stuff like this hasn't clumped around there, because that can restrict the airflow of the grass trying to go into your bag. The bar that I use, I just got at Home Depot. Ballard Ink actually makes a scraper for your mowers. I haven't used it yet. I don't know how well it works, but, you know, it's just like a piece of metal with a flat surface on it to scrape. So I'd imagine, you know, it probably works pretty good. I don't know how much it is, but I'll go ahead and leave links in the description for the Wonder Bar if you guys want to try this one out. This one might be better for like your smaller mowers, but if you have probably anything like 32 inches or above, you might want to check out that Ballard Ink one. And shout out to Brian's Lawn Maintenance, because if you use code Brian's10 on the Ballard Ink website, you're going to save 10% on your purchase. So if you do decide to get one from Ballard Ink, make sure you use that code to save 10%, and, you know, buy a bunch of other stuff there too. I want to show you guys another thing that you can look at if you feel that your mower doesn't seem to be cutting as well. Now, obviously, that's going to be your blades. So we have the old one right here and a brand new one right here. Now, they don't look actually that bad. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's maybe half an inch. And as you can see, when I was grinding this, I was grinding a little bit too much over here. These blades that I have are actually pretty old, so I'll probably get maybe a couple more uses out of this one before I'll just end up tossing it. With sharp blades, you know, it's going to be cutting the grass a lot better, and it's not going to bog down, because one of the reasons why mowers can bog down is because if your blade is not sharp enough, it actually ends up tearing the grass. What you want is you want it to actually cut it a nice clean cut. So if it's tearing the grass and it's having to go through, you know, 100, 200, 300, 1,000, however many blades of grass are underneath the mower, obviously there's probably going to be more than that. But if it's tearing it and tearing all of those, it's having to, you know, to keep pushing the ones that were right here. It's having to, you know, push those and tear those like that. But if you have nice sharp blades, you're actually going to be cutting the grass like you're supposed to. Cutting the grass, it's going to be able to use these things to circulate it under the mower and either kick it out the side or into the bag. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it informative. If you have any questions about the tool that I use or the blades, leave them down in the comments below and I'll be sure to check it and answer it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.